Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Kakadash. The honesty, Apostle Elder Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to the Ophir elect. The brother Isaiah with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Kakadash. Lord willing to edify the land for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, there's a video clip here. Elder Not to Talk About posted 4 days ago. Got a couple thousand views. So, I mean, I would like to play it to have some context. See how long it runs. Okay, it's about a 6-minute video. So maybe I'll play and briefly respond to each person. Or maybe I'll pause it when there's a relevant precept. I'm gonna try not to pause too much. All right.
People, guys, check this out. I'm just going to come right out and fucking say it. I don't want nothing to do with being your neighbor. I don't want you in my neighborhoods. I can't even shop at the same stores you guys are at because every single thing you're ever involved in becomes either dangerous or at best a complete pain in the fucking ass. Think about it. You can't even go grocery shopping. Like I said, why? Because as soon as you try to enter the building, what do we see? We see a gaggle of you motherfuckers intentionally standing in front of the entrance, smoking your weed, being a pain in the ass because you want to get mad at everybody that gets irritated that they can't get around you when it's you who are starting the fucking problem intentionally. I don't want nothing to do with this. Then we get inside and what do we see? We see you motherfuckers walking around like it's your own personal living room, yelling to each other back and forth across the entire fucking store, hooting and hollering. Then what do we see? We see at least one of you motherfuckers screaming at another one of you motherfuckers getting ready for a fight. Whether you're screaming at a cashier, at a friend of yours, you're screaming at a custodian or a shelf stocker, you're always screaming at somebody. Then we get up to the cash register and, well, it's going to take more fucking time because we've got more fucking altercations on our hands because something rang up for 10 cents more expensive than it said on the shelf, and now it's a problem. There's no patience being exhibited. No, it's not like, oh, I understand things happen, go ahead and take care of that. No, it's, I can't believe you motherfucker, you're costing me my day. You know how precious my time is. You know how important I fucking am. It's all this bullshit. Then we leave the fucking store, we go back into the neighborhoods, and what do we see? We see you motherfuckers taking over street after street after street with your shitbox cars, your fucking block parties, your fucking loud hooting and hollering that goes on all night, every single fucking night. You got fucking subwoofers blaring at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday when people are trying to go to sleep so they can go to work tomorrow, and you don't give a fuck. No, in fact, you give so many less fucks about anything that you invite more people. So now we got all these random people cruising through, got all these fucking altercations happening in the street because you guys have zero ability to handle any sort of conflict in any other method than physical violence. It has to be violent, has to be loud, and it has to be your way. What the fuck makes you think I or anybody else wants to deal with any of this? And on top of all this, you hate me and my people with a greater passion than we've seen in fucking eons for any sort of hate of any sort of people. Why would we want anything to do with this? Now, that all being said, I will have you notice, I did not once mention a color of people, a demographic of people, a culture of people. I didn't mention any sort of identifying factors except behavior. And based on that, everybody fucking knew I was not talking about white people.
You know what cracks me up?
Yeah, so I wanted to mention the scripture, okay, when he said that, all right, because there's a reason why he didn't have to mention anything, okay? And really it's in the curses, you know, I mean, I could get it, but it, you know, I'll type it, you know, which it's a part of the curses that's on Jake, right? Deuteronomy 28 and 37 says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee. All right, so that's, you know, that's what it comes down to, all right, is that, you know, we become a proverb and a byword, okay, among all the nations. And so yeah, there's stereotypes, you know, there's the stereotype, and Jake fulfills them. Jake does it, you know. And I mean, there's the curses that are upon us, you know, we're a sottish children, a sottish nation, you know. Jake, you know, we have Jake fatigue a little bit too, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you hate to see Jake coming, man, unfortunately. As much as we do have a love for our people. You know, I'll see a person, a Jake, you know, that's carrying themselves a certain way, man, and it'll make me feel good. You know, I'll be like, damn, man, he seems like a cool, you know, guy. You know, I met a doctor when I was like, man, that's a cool Jake, man. You know, he got some type of whatever to himself, you know, manners and whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, all right, there is a great portion, you know, 2/3 of our people that are a smoke in Yahweh Shem Yahushai's nose. And, you know, as much as the Lord doesn't like them, we dislike them as well. All right. So, you know, there is that. But, you know, hey, this dude, man, you know, there's this narrative nowadays of what is it? White guilt, you know, and in their own, you know, it's like a reverse racism card that they try to pull. But in order to enforce any type of racism, you have to have power. And you know, let's let this play a little bit.
I see you walking to the store, name brand clothes, name brand shoes, and when you get up to checkout, you pull a little food stamp card out. Better not do that around me. I'll cut that bitch right in half right in front of you. They go get a job.
And some of these dudes kind of have certain mannerisms that kind of make me feel like you get what I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Either way, man. But yeah, you know, as the brother's been saying, man, racial tensions are growing. You know, you're gonna have some Jake, you know, that think that they Esau, that are gonna get caught in that as well, because there is a hatred, you know, for Jake that behave themselves in a certain way. You know, I get cringy too, man, when I be around certain Jake, man. I be like, God damn, you know, it just is what it is, man. And let me skip her. I don't give a fuck about this bitch.
Don't be mad at me. I'm not the one that wrote the song.
I don't know about you guys, but the first person that I hear about
This is a real Edomite
that attacks Carmelo Anthony in prison, I will be putting money on their books. I would love to say I would make a GoFundMe, but we all know that would be, you know, kind of illegal. So what we're going to do here is we're not going to make any GoFundMes. We're just going to put the message out there. And the message is the first guy that puts hands on Carmelo Anthony will be getting money put on their books.
I think even what
That's
he's saying
all I'm
right
saying.
now is essentially illegal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you're hiring a hitman.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's Buckshot here again on Saturday afternoon at 1:10. You know, I'm gonna say it like this. In my opinion, the white man should have never ended slavery.
There you go, Esau.
Of the black community.
You want to say niggers?
White man should have never abolished slavery. Because once they were free, look how much his shit's gotten out of hand.
This is the thing. You niggas is the ones that are out here. You gotta. The scriptures say what? Such as the ruler of a city is, so are the subjects. You niggas is in charge. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. And the thing that they don't realize, or maybe they do realize it, but they still choose to obviously put their hate on Jake, because the scriptures say that, you know, that they would hate us. They would have a perpetual hatred, man. All right. But hey man, Esau, the top elite Esau, they put you, they leave you niggas in the dust too, nigga.
Since the white man ended slavery. But yet we're blamed for what happened to them when their own people are the ones that sold them into slavery.
No. The Hamites sold us into slavery, and ultimately the Lord sold us into slavery. Okay. You know, and people might not, you know, obviously the people that are aware of what the scriptures say know this, but so there we go. Baruch 4:6 says, let me see if there's you were sold to the other nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Okay. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High. So, you know, really it was the Lord, okay? But they didn't understand, okay? These niggas think that they did it. You know, thou thought that I was altogether such a one as thyself, okay? But I will set them in order before thy eyes, all right?
We should have never ended it. We should have kept slavery of the black people.
The Most High ended it. And you niggas, man, you niggas was eating dead bodies when y'all came to the Americas. You fucking uncivilized no-neck bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I may get a lot of hate for saying this, but that's what I say. I say we should have never ended slavery.
And maybe he do got it.
Because now these motherfuckers got too much power.
Burley.
And they're blatantly racist against the white people. Well, I'll tell you, I think it's time the white people start being racist against them.
It's time that y'all start being racist. Is crazy. Even though that word racism is a new speak. All right. You niggas, you know, come on, man. Be real.
And we bring back slavery. How about that? Have a good day.
How many of y'all are like me and have literally said to other people like us, like, I'm just waiting? There are so many of us out here that are just like, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it to pop off, baby. I'm just waiting for it to pop off. It's gonna change. Shit's gonna change. I 100% believe that in my lifetime, this shit's gonna flip around. I can't stand these black pilling ass people who are like, oh, it's too late now, we're fine. No. The amount of people who I know are like, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for that moment. We out here. We're done. Motherfucker, because we figured it out. We're like, oh, so there's nothing we can do. The rest of the world gonna hate us and steal our money and fuck us into the dirt. We're ready. People like me have been prepping. I talked to a whole bunch of motherfuckers that just been prepping and shit. Like me. I stay very ready, actually, at all times.
She don't even act like a normal Edomite. But anyway, maybe she's annoying as fuck. But you know what? Hey, this is the spirit on these people out here, you know? And as brothers have been saying, you know, race wars are on the way, man. Race wars are on the way. I just got a notification for a video that I really, from the Elder Demasha Pot that I really want to watch. And it's kind of taking over the back of my mind, for real. Like I keep thinking about it. Yeah, so I don't want this to be too long of a lesson. Hey, these Edomites are, you know, as you can see, they're on another level. In which, yeah, man, the hatred's always been there, man. It's just tensions are high, and as you know, as I like to go into, you know, which the brothers brought out another breakdown of it. But you know, the oil is being removed from Esau, man. Okay, like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. His wickedness was bound to come out. You know, the reason this guy with these reflective shades, you know, the reason y'all are able to walk around is because y'all still got a little bit of some type of comfortability, man. But once that's taken away from you, your true nature will come out, man, and be exposed. You know, a lot of Jake, they don't have whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jake walking around, you know, acting a certain way, being brute beasts, you know, which, like I said, part of that's just being a 2/3, you know, and being under the curses. But when things are, you know, when things change for Esau, and you know, he changes and he starts not being so civilized as he thinks he is. You niggas ain't civilized. This nigga, look at this country motherfucker. He look like that dude off of that damn, what was a movie that came out for it's some country movie, man, about some famous shooter. I don't know if it was Billy the Kid or whatever the nigga name was, but anyway, he kind of remind me of the actor. Damn, what was the name of that goddamn movie, man? Was it Billy? It ain't Billy the Kid. It can't be Billy the Kid. I done forgot the damn name of the damn character, man. Shit. Let me see. I must have done slinger movie where violent. Oh, Henry, that ain't it. That's what. Here it is. Billy. It is Billy the Kid. He look like the actor off of this shit. What's the name of this shit? When the farmer mask fall. I don't want to play it. I don't know the name of this shit. I want to pause it.
He hid his true identity for his son.
Yeah, tell me. Tell me this nigga don't look like this, man. You know? Damn near. Thruu. Except for the beard color and everything, but no podunk Edomite. Get your ass out of here. All right, I got something to do here at 9:30, and I want to catch some of this video. Oh, hold on, like, how about you, man? Shot by Shimmer Kakadash. And Shalom till next time. Lord willing, you edify. Shalom.